You've spent your life believing that it's this I that thinks, feels, suffers, and struggles. But what if this I is just a thought with no real substance? There is a truth so simple, so direct, that the ego cannot survive it. Listen below. Watch thoughts come and go, just as clouds move through the sky. Be conscious of yourself as consciousness alone. Watch all the thoughts come and go. Come to the conclusion by direct experience that you are really consciousness itself and not its ephemeral contents. You want some experience which will convince you that what I am saying is true. You can have that experience if you give up your lifelong habit of inventing an I which claims all thoughts as mine. Clouds come and go in the sky, but the appearance and disappearance of the clouds doesn't affect the sky. Your real nature is like the sky, like space. Just remain like the sky and let thought clouds come and go. If you cultivate this attitude of indifference towards the mind, gradually you will cease to identify yourself with it. Whenever obstacles come on the path, think of them as not me. Cultivate the attitude that the real you is beyond the reach of all troubles and obstacles. There are no obstacles for the self if you can remember that you are always a self, and then obstacles will be of no importance. A saint once remarked that if one is not doing any spiritual practice, one is not aware of any mind problems. He said that it is only when one starts to do meditation that one becomes aware of the different ways that the mind causes us trouble. This is very true, but one should not worry about any of the obstacles or fear them. One should merely regard them as being not me. They can only cause you trouble while you continue to think that they are your problems. The obstructions may sometimes look like a large mountain which obstructs your progress. But don't be intimidated by the size. It is not a mountain of rock. Stand back from the mountain and your problems and refuse to acknowledge that they are yours, and they will dissolve and disappear before your eyes. Don't be deluded by your thoughts or your mental tendencies. They are always trying to trick you into believing that you are a real person and that the world is real and that all your problems are real. But don't fight them. Just ignore them. Don't accept delivery of all the wrong ideas that keep coming to you. Establish yourself in the conviction that you are the self and that nothing can stick to you or affect you. Once you have that conviction, you will find that you can automatically ignore the habits of the mind. When the rejection of mental activities becomes continuous and automatic, you will begin to have the experience of the real self, the reality. Treat the contents of your mind with disinterest. Instead of filling your mind with thoughts and then organizing fights between them, pay no attention to the mind at all. Rest quietly in the feeling of I am, which is consciousness, and cultivate the attitude that all thoughts or perceptions are not me. When you have learned to regard your mind as a distant stranger, you will not pay any attention to all the obstacles that keeps inventing for you. Mental problems feed on the attention that you give them. The more you worry about them, the stronger they become. But if you ignore them, they lose their power and finally vanish.